Lamar, what's it like to see someone like Rasir, a freshman, excel this early in the season?
It's big time. I think, since the off season and preseason, I've been telling everybody about how good these freshmen are and how good, Rajir really is. And I think, him being under recruited and undervalued in his high school career. But when he got here, I knew he could play, and he worked really hard, so he deserves moments like this.
Hey, Rasir, over here. Sorry. It's one thing to hit like those pull-up threes. It's another thing to drive in and hit Reeves first and then Dredd for wide open shots. What did you see the defense doing there where you sort of kicked it out like that?
As I was driving, coach tells us to play off 2 feet so you can see your options, so you can survey the floor. So I just kept doing what we do and work on in practice. So I drove, came off 2 feet. I saw his man stepped up, so I just tried to make the pass to him.
Lamar, this is the second straight game that you've been double teamed for a majority of your touches on the offensive end. How did you respond this time around? And it seemed like you were making a more conscious effort to dribble out of them rather than try to pass through them this time.
I thought that, with the dribble out, that we could get the ball reversed to our shooters and get open shots or attack closeout. So that's just the way it went tonight because they're a really athletic team, really fast. So I just thought that was best for us tonight.
Rasir, how have you adjusted to not being a starting player? I'm assuming you've started for most of your life. And has Coach had conversations with you about coming off the bench, even though you're playing 30 minutes?
I don't really focus on it. I just kind of go into games trying to win and play Penn State basketball. It's all about the team. It's not about me or starting or whatever. It's whatever we got to do to win. So if that's what has to be done, that's what has to be done.
What do you take out of those first few minutes when you're kind of watching everything unfold out on the floor when you're not out there?
Just studying, reviewing the scout in my head, seeing the read, seeing what the defense is doing, see what they're doing on offense, and just try and go in and make an impact.
Lamar, how nice is it? You talked about the meeting that you guys had about your roles and everything. To see those guys, it seems like they're filling them. It's one thing to sit in a room and everybody nod their head and go, "That's what I'm going to do," and then have them go out and actually do it. How not reassuring, but how good is that to see this early on?
I think that was the point of the meeting, though. We wanted everybody to know exactly what you do and to do it really well. And I think that everybody's really taking pride in what they do. And, that's what makes a really good basketball team.
Rasir, you seemed extremely level-headed and smooth, similar to how Tony Carr was last season. Did you watch Tony Carr play at all and maybe take anything from his game?
I definitely watched Tony a lot last year, coming in, knowing that I'm going to either be on his team or he was going to leave, one of the two, seeing that I could fill his spot. Just taking his level-headedness and just how calm he was in any situation, like down, tied up at Ohio State, comes down and makes a deep three. Like, he's just always level-headed, always thinking about the next play. So I tried to take that from him, from his game.
Rasir, Coach mentioned that Jacksonville State likes to pack it in, and that's why you're taking so many threes. At first, they weren't falling, not for you specifically, but the team. Is it hard to continue with the game plan when the shots aren't falling early on?
No, you just got to trust Coach. Coach knows what he's doing. He's going over everything. He's not going to lead us wrong. So if he says keep driving and kicking, we're going to keep driving and kicking. Shooters going to make shots when they got to.